Welcome to Good Life TV NG. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe to get more videos like this. CUPP intercept plot to impeach Governor Fubara. I will let you guys watch the rest of the video and tell me what your thoughts are.
One man, one vote, which has been undermined and which we are trying to sustain. If anyone listening to us knows the judge in charge, please draw his attention also that it is true on Monday he wants to sit either in open court or in chambers to deliver this draft ruling that Nigerians are presently aware of and say this with his mouth that former members of the House of Assembly of Rivers State House of Assembly who have lost their seat by declaration of the Speaker of the Rivers State House of Assembly are still authentic members of the House and can go ahead to impeach the governor of Rivers State. We want him to remember and ask those silent questions. Where is the judge who granted Atozerebe that judgment that led to the June 12 annulment in 1993 and declaration of Abiola as winner of the former June 12 general election? Where is he today? He should remember and ask himself, where is Justice Egbesobo, who granted the Uba brothers this kind of ruling? He should also not forget Ikpeme. We are not ashamed as a nation that people can boast and celebrate in the WhatsApp forum of a poor-weighted principal officers group and have the audacity to share the draft copy of such ruling, thinking everyone in the said WhatsApp group is with them on this attempt to undermine our system. I want to state in clear terms, without fear of contradiction or with what we have seen, we urge Nigerians to please match your numbers and go to the Federal Court of Nigeria, sitting in Abuja at Court 8, and look at Justice Okorowo in the face and see whether he will read and deliver the draft ruling line to line, which is already within the public domain. We love the judiciary and do not want the judiciary to descend to that level because any individual who does not hide in his capacity to get whatever he wants in the system, so that any individual should not hide in his capacity to get whatever he wants through the back door within the system. So they are coming to Abuja to bring the same method and cover the judiciary to give judgment or ruling on matters that another court of competent jurisdiction has delivered ruling. Because you supported someone who become a governor, you took away the internally generated revenue, IGR of the state, you took away the state monthly allocation, awarded contract ahead of time, and stiffed the sitting governor of state because of the governor summoned courage to ask you certain questions. You want to impeach him. If we allow Wike, and I would like to say this to him, do not forget all you said about democracy and the rule of law. While in office, as the governor, it means you never meant it, and you are not true Democrat. You do not practice democracy and rule of law that you preach, and this is so fake and embarrassing to say the least. Oh, because of Governor Fubara did not allow you to control the state, and now you have just shown to everyone that you are worst of them all, and amongst men, most miserable part of democratic governance. The question now is, why should we stand by and watch this happen? If Governor Fubara is pushed down and suppressed, it means that anyone who may want to have the sense to say the right thing for the country of the people will be told not to do so, because of the consequences is that the institution will be used to deal with you. And I want to ask this question. If we say we want this democracy to progress, and at the same time supporting the control of all resources of the state by one person, and those who do not agree to one individual, pocketing an entire state, over 10 million people should be over 10 million people should deal with them, and we are not serious for developing our people, because we have already abandoned our interest, our collective interest to protect democracy. Therefore, to avoid the anarchy that lies ahead, to avoid the confusion that is brewing in Rivers State, because the Ijaw nation is strengthening from left, right, and center. Oil production is all at stake, and despite the harsh economic realities, let the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria call Wike to face his job as the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory. There's a lot that needs to be done in the FCT. The educational sector in the FCT is at its all-time low and suffering. FCT security is very bad. The one chance mantra is very high in FCT. We should be able to have a minister that will concentrate on that, so that the current lives we are losing from Area 1 to Gwagwalada to everywhere to Kuba Road, where there be one chance, the FCT minister should channel all his energy to that and save the people from that bad system, because that is the authority within which he should be acting as we speak. A certificate of occupancy does not want anything. People C of O are even being revoked under Wike's administration of the FCT, and we will not be surprised if Mr. President is not aware of these shenanigans. And we urge His Excellency to call his minister to order, to face his job, otherwise give way for a more competent hand to administer the FCT. The attempt to set Rivers State on fire will not work. And from what we are hearing, Nigerians are willing to resist any attempt to pass through the back door and remove those who have been put in office. It will not work, and we are calling on all lawyers, please go to court 8. That is Judge Okorowu's court, where we have been told this judicial abracadabra will be carried out on Monday. Everyone is called upon to storm there so that he would know that the world is actually watching. We know him. Whatever pressure or whatever thing that is happening, I believe he should be able to avoid it, because he knows a good name is better than gold. What will Justice Egbe-Ibo, Justice Ekpeme, and alike be remembered for today? The issue he wants to decide on, and Nigerians need to know, is that by the ruling that the seat of the 25 former members cannot be declared vacant has already been done, and commenting by virtue of the ruling of the Rivers State High Court, which also affirmed Edison Ehi as the authentic speaker, except same is set aside by an appellate court. Nothing else can be done about it, because it's like two courts of competent, the same jurisdiction, acting, to vacate each other. Allowing his court to be used in suit number FCH/ABJ/CS/1618/2023, purported to have been filed between midnight of Thursday and Friday, when people were sleeping in their homes, and assigned to a court, and about to be delivered a ruling on Monday, which is circulating online. We have intercepted such, and it's most unfortunate. We hope that this is just a rumor and wishful thinking of naysayers, and not the situation that is actually on ground. We are therefore calling on the Chief Judge of the Federal High Court, please put your eyes on what is happening in Court 8, and the purported move to use the court to stretch another court of competent jurisdiction, and to declare Amateur as Speaker of the Rivers State House of Assembly by way of an expected application to continue to function in that capacity as a Speaker, which, by the way, the Chief Judge had issued directives to judges of the Federal High Court to refrain from granting expected application, especially on political matters capable of creating tension in the state. The plans to use expected application to declare him as Speaker and to continue to function as Speaker, to declare that his seat and that of the 24 members of the House of Assembly remains valid and that their respective certificate of return cannot be withdrawn by the Independent National Electoral Commission, even when those acts have been completed. Those acts are already a completed act. So what you should do is to go to a higher court, like Court of Appeal, to now appeal whatever authority that court has given to Edison to act as the Speaker of the Rivers State House of Assembly. Assembly remains valid, and the respective certificate of return cannot be withdrawn by the Independent National Electoral Commission, even when those acts have been completed. And also a declaration that those former House of Assembly members should continue to function as such is an invitation to anarchy when they are no longer members of the Legislative House. Consequently, they move to secure an order for the Nigerian police to continue to protect those culprits, our members, as members would have its diverse and negative effect. Let the Federal High Court of Nigeria not do this. Let the Federal High Court of Nigeria finally bury itself. Federal Court of Nigeria not finally bury itself if a draft of a ruling is already in circulation online. Indeed, what a shame if by Monday or days thereafter the ruling is delivered confirming that the draft in circulation WhatsApp group from the pro-Weke group is true. It will be really very shameful. We also demand that the heads of security agencies take clear and ensure that the institution of government, especially the River State government, is protected. That the last time security agencies were shooting at the governor of River State and pouring at him up and down cold water while he was going to the National State Assembly to defend whatever kind of illegal act that was occurring there. No one has been arrested. We do not want to be tempted to call anyone an accomplice to this heinous crime act, except Mr. President is the one encouraging such. If not, why up till now no arrest has been made and felony against a state governor? Because of greed and selfish, which led to the military coup in 1983, 1984, and the impunity, rascality that happened in most regions of the state. That is why people have lost confidence in government as constituted today. We are lovers of democracy. We do not wish any negative thing to happen to our rather nascent democracy. That is why we call on Nigerians and alert them of the plot to use the Federal High Court to secure an injunction and give the Weke faction legitimacy to impeach Governor Fubara, even when their seats have been declared vacant. And we are saying that the Federal High Court should not be part of this because of the application is designed to allow the pro-Weke former members to take over their state affairs of the State Assembly, an affair that has been handed over legally through a competent court sitting in River State.
Thank you.
Display the judgment.
Yes. In the course of the press conference, he mentioned some documents and here they are. This is the order of the River State High Court declaring what's it name again? Ogereye Ehie as the Speaker of the House. Is here. So if the other party, if they are satisfied with the action of the River State High Court, the best thing to do is to go to Court of Appeal. Going to a court of coordinate jurisdiction is the right thing to do. Several cases of the Supreme Court they've said if you are dissatisfied with a ruling of a court, a judgment of the court, you go to a higher court, which is the Court of Appeal. This is the judgment of the River State High Court, and this is the INEC of the vacancies from the Rivers State House of Assembly led by Ehie, that those people that defected from PAP are no more there. This is the document stamped 14th day of December and received on the 15th by NEC. It's here. It's here. So Nigerians should know that Fubara and they here are doing what is within the law. Anything done outside of this is going contrary to what the Electoral Act and the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria 1999 as amended stipulates. Thank you. Any questions?
For now, from the document presented, if you see the document presented from the court order, which is here, and the letter, written to Independent National Electoral Commission, it is clear to all Nigerians who believe in the rule of law, who believe in democratic governance, who believe in constitutionality, and who believe that a people must collectively have a say, that Edison Ehie is the Speaker of the Rivers State House of Assembly. Anything done outside that by not going to the Court of Appeal undermines the principles that has already been established by our courts in Nigeria and by the Constitution to say that you cannot use Court of Coordinated Resolution to vacate an order of another court. Or you would have gone back to the same court who made that order. So for us, this is to save democracy. This is to make democracy work for our people. This is to make sure that Nigeria continue to grow, because if any country, look at what happened in North when there were crisis, Nigeria suffered. Nigeria, the entire body of Nigeria suffered. So we are trying to prevent such thing not happening in Rivers State, because Rivers State is a center of oil production for our nation. And you can see that the people are already threatening fire. That if this is carried out, if this thing that this has already been leaked to the public through a wicked WhatsApp group, is allowed to hold next week, and Fubara is removed as governor through now removing Edison here as speaker and making somebody else speaker whose seat has been vacated, it will amount to undermining our democracy as is presently constituted. Thank you very much.
But you have corrected it.
Okay, we have corrected it. The problem there
it was not yes.
They have to wait.
This was supposed to be email. Like this one, see, intelligence, I can't see. Anywhere you see me, they jump. See him. I know if you understand.
I know.
And if you want to
Yeah.
on time, you will make it.
It's yesterday. Huh?
So
Without judgment, affirming Edison. No, you have said it.
I said it in the last this year.
Is it not here?
America has spoken about it.
Yes, the guy is still on. The camera is still on. So you don't get caught on hot mic.
Is it not the same thing?
This is the judgment.
Maybe I'm
We don't already know. Same thing.
Maybe I'm.
This is the court order.
Yes.
This is the court order.
Making it here. The substantive.
We are done. Thank you, gentlemen of the press. Thank you. We are done with the press. That's what I was wanting.
Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to subscribe to Good Life TV NG to get more videos like this in the future. I'm Hart.